Final word.
The final word.
The final word. Lord, you was already.
What'd you say?
You was already hard working. You really working now, man.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Yes,
Man.
indeed. Long Hebrew nation, man. Come on with it.
Man, y'all clap it up for loud, man, for just giving you overtime every day now. You know?
Every day, man.
See, overtime's supposed to be an occasional thing. You don't flip it. You like, hey, overtime is a life thing now, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's necessary.
yeah, it is. Nah. And there's so much I learned from you, man. Even the little things like that. As you increase your content, you need to watch your health better. If y'all really knew what Law does to give y'all the pace of content, vitamins, watermelon water, coconut water, these are the different things we've discussed. So
Big facts.
yeah, because your immune system will get low, man, especially when it's a day like today of just constantly breaking news day, bro. So shout out to Loud Nation, man. One more time, y'all clap it up for the big bro. Y'all clap it up for him, man. For real. For real.
Appreciate
y'all get y'all hands together for the homie. So I think Big got it right today, bro. I think Big got it exactly right today. I think he hit the perfect tone of how to describe today. Real talk. Hold on.
What'd he say?
Just today was a good day. Like Ice Cube. You see what I'm saying? He said Osa signed, CD restructured, 20 million is open before free agency starts, and I ain't heard Jerry say a damn thing. Today is a good day. say.
Yeah. I love it, man. Hell
So
yeah.
he set the tone with that, bro. He set the tone. He gonna be in here in about 10 minutes. He already let me know he should be here about 15 minutes after we start. But what's your thoughts on just that general thought of today being a good day?
Man, it making me do this number, man. Get that Kool-Aid packet together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not saying that we're gonna do the Kool-Aid, but it's one of those things. Whereas we doing something different than what we did last season, the year before that, the year before that. You know,
Right.
Outside
And the year
of what-
before that, and the year before that.
outside of the year we got Cooks and Gilmore, but shoot, us restructuring contracts and not going back and forth with folks too about getting paid. That's good for me.
Man, and see, and that's underrated for people who really know the history, bro. Because my boy D.A. Lee came out and said this.
They're breaking news for us too, man.
Oh Lord.
Brock Hoffman, according to Big Sard, somebody can confirm he has signed. Remember, he was a free agent.
Yeah. So they getting their guys done, and he's not actually their guy, which is a good move. These are different moves, man. And see, my boy D.A. Lee said this. And of course, we not celebrating like they won a Super Bowl, but we have to recognize when they doing something different. My boy D.A. Lee said, and we just go keep it fair. We go call it straight down the line. We not go over celebrate and we not go under celebrate. But my boy D.A. Lee said Dallas signed Osa without any leaks about him being greedy, him being compared to better players, no rumors about his character, no mention of past mistakes, and no reporters or insiders saying a word about him. This should be the norm for Jerry and Steven. Man, let's start the show, bro.
Hey, let's go.
You seem like you want to add something. Go.
I'm going to add to, if you think we align, pull up Jane Slater tweet. She talked about that the Cowboys not done.
Yeah.
They finna sign, promote. They finna do some more things. That's on Jane Slater.
Let me go to Jane Slater right now, man. Appreciate it, Law. Listen, we fly these planes as they in the air.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need
Let's
that
go,
change.
Lo.
Got blues inside.
Come on.
Greens and pinks
let me hit
inside.
the alarm.
Hustle, save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Man. So, here we go. Let me see. Let me make sure I got down. I thought I did. I didn't. Here we go. I got to show y'all something. Yeah, good one, Law. I'm glad you said, because we got to start that with James.
Come on with it. Yes, indeed.
I'm glad you started it off.
Good.
That was very good that you picked that up. Let me just.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get
Cowboys,
this coming in here. Because
the Cowboys are operating differently, man. And and James Slater is about to go over some things that the Cowboys are ultimately working on. And I just really think that the selective aggressive.
Right.
yeah, it's really working.
Right.
And if they look, they sold me, because at this point, I was talking about, I made a bet, bro, to Dak Attack, or Attack on Cowboys, formerly known as Dak Attack. I said, man, I will smash 2 eggs on my head if the Cowboys make some move before the draft.
Oh.
I might as well get the eggs out. And you know how expensive eggs are, Good
one, man. Perfect, man. Perfect segue. Because we gonna talk about this and Jane, but we talked about last week's, to your point, selectively aggressive. Right. And a lot of us didn't like the term because they wasn't moving aggressive, and it was a negative connotation. But if this is selective aggressive, we gonna be cool with that, because these are normal football moves.
Right.
And that's the thing, we're celebrating finally normalcy. Like getting on the phone with your guys, getting it out the way, starting the talks, not throwing people under the bus. Like, these are now normal, and all we wanted was normalcy. In terms of football, I'm gonna play this and then we go get back to Jane. Check this.
Hold on, before you play that though, I just want to say this for the opening monologue. I think that the Cowboys, we got until March the 10th before we can start doing illegal tampering. And it's different rules for other teams, but I know for sure we can't talk to nobody until March the 10th.
Rules.
Other teams can talk to other people, and they get slapped on the wrist, but they'll take draft picks from us. So I know D.A. Lee said he's not sold yet, but when March 10th hit and all of these restructuring is already here and we got money, shoot, if we could start moving some stuff, Boss Cowboy Sports.
No, that's true.
We could start moving something.
No,
but right
true.
now we can't see it because we're doing the business end, and that's taking care of our own, which what we should do anyway. You should always do a self-inventory of what you got. Don't you do that, boss?
Oh, no, you do.
Don't you go check to see if you got bread before you go buy bread?
You got to do the inventory.
You go check to see if the milk is old or new. Yeah, before you go grocery shopping, you making sure that all of your items are in line at the house, and that's what the Cowboys are doing right now, making sure everything is in line. But when March 10th come around, by them moving money around, they moving it around for something.
And I say this, like, I don't want to change at all the attitudes of people like D.A. Lee, because we need that. Because I think it's the attitudes of the fans that got them moving like this. I think it's the attitudes of us saying, man, we know how y'all move, and being able to say it before they do it. Y'all go likely take Micah all the way to August. It's gonna be dramatic, even though he said he wanted to be team friendly. So the attitudes of, I haven't seen enough, is the perfect attitude, because we just kind of setting up right now. It's the setup. It's like you freeing up the money, but what you gonna do with it? Because then also, you freeing up the money, but what you gonna do with it, right?
And this our point right here. One of the biggest takeaways from your show, bro, is your voice matter.
That's right.
So we can start planting them ideas. We get things going.
That's right.
That's why I said DK Metcalf.
And I jumped down there with you. Yesterday, I jumped right there with you. Shit, let's go, Law.
Let's go. We putting our orders in. So
putting our orders in. Talk.
So you think that they ain't looking at our Twitter?
They listening.
You think that they ain't looking at the pressure that when we start breaking down franchise tags on how they got to stay away from it? And I know for sure with verifiable information that I know somebody in the Joneses with the last name Jones. Watch my show, right?
Yeah.
And I know for sure that they sitting here like, man, I don't want this law, man, to get to yapping again. We did 12 million views last month in 30 days on Instagram. So those impressions, that's where the youth is at. And that's why, man, our voice matters. So when I put them little snippets up, the Joneses be hearing it. So that's why I'm telling y'all, put your orders in. Let's go ahead and make sure.
Put your smart orders in.
Come on with it. Let's go.
Perfectly said, Law. And you already know. You segue in this thing.
Go ahead with it. That's all.
Just to your point, you know? Because, listen, y'all, this would be epic if they sign Micah Parsons before free agency starts. Law, when was the last time that ever happened? When was one of their big signings done before free agency to free up money? When? That would be a top indication that they are truly trying to be different. And to be honest, we should give them some credit for that.
Right. Mortimer is still not talking. That's what he looked like on that picture. I'm still not talking to you.
Mortimer, I'm still not talking to you.
I know that's your favorite movie.
Oh, that is, bro. That is. That really is. Oh, man. All right, so but we gonna come back to that Michael Parsons thing. I wanted to go to what you said with James Slater.
Come on with it. Yeah.
You got it, bro. It's on you.
Yes, indeed, man. James Slater, she says, guess I'll put away the leaf blower because the Cowboys seemingly not waiting for the leaves to fall. And then she got somebody processing a credit card on the side. And if y'all don't know, she is plugged into the Cowboys. Like, they tell her some news and storylines before it even happen. And if you like today, Cowboys fans, I am told, not done. Expect more maneuvering and space creations to come shortly, per source informed, you know. So she's getting information about that the Cowboys about to make another move. That could be, dare I say, Dak Prescott by the end of this week could be moving money around for him. And we could be going down that pathway of freeing up that $100 million. If anything, Boss Cowboy Sports, sometimes the embarrassment.
That's right.
Can make you go to the gym and work out and come back like a new person. 30 years, 30 seasons. On top of that, with the cherry on top, the hated person in our division that do all of the talking, the Eagles lifted up a Lombardi trophy. Sometimes embarrassment can get you going to the gym, could get you changing your diet, can get you to start drinking and eating alkaline diets and stuff like that. Come on with it. I think that's probably what's going on.
I gotta do this because you fully earned it. God, dog.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Go Skrill, drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
What a bar. Ooh, what a bar. Man, sometimes embarrassment can make you do the things that you didn't want to do. God, dog. That's what we looking at. And that's why I'm loving what my boy D-Block saying. He say, I can't give them ish yet, boss. It's almost like dealing with a relationship.
Yeah.
And the other person got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. You can use your imagination on whatever that might be. But when you embarrassed and you caught, sometimes you go do those things you need to do to get the house in order, you know? It's just a beautiful thing to kind of see that's to a degree and for today seeming to happen, you know? So I want to kind of talk about these things, and I'm gonna stall a little bit because I want to get Big Game James in here.
No doubt.
On one of these things for sure, because he has some ideas like on Adams. Want to talk about some linebacker options, but in general, let's start with the kind of easy one. What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, you talking to me on the Wanye thing?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that is a great spot because keep in mind, Wanye can play all three positions. Free safety, strong safety, and he can play down inside as your nickel or your slot guy. So he got the speed, he got the range, he got the height, he got the size. And I think that Wanye, by him getting into a system whereas there's zero sponsors now, right?
Right.
Everybody starts off with a clean sheet of paper. So Wanye can come in there and work his magic and say, hey, I belong here just as much as the next man. So to a degree, Izzy, right? So this could be a thing that when they pick up his option, he get out there and perform and showcase to the world what he can do, he may be a starter. And I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it's his time. I think it's his time. I always like the young guys' safety room. I'm waiting on Bell. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with Izzy. If you had to take a wager or a parlay on them two, who you think is going to probably get signed back and why?
I think Wanye, Bell, and then Izzy. I think that Izzy could be a detriment to a situation, whereas and Izzy my guy. It's a toss-up. Let me tread back a little bit. It's a toss-up between Bell and Izzy. I think that those two guys are going to be fighting. They're going to have to break the pool stick in the middle of the table and see who's going to win at the end of the battle.
Right.
But I know for sure that Wanye can bring more to the table because he's diverse. He's versatile or versatility. He can do kickoff return. He can do punt returns. He's a special teams guy, like an ace almost. So that's why Wanye is more valuable than an Izzy or a Bell. And that's why it's going to be the fight between Bell and Izzy.
Yeah. And see, and I know why a lot of people like Izzy, because the versatility and then the dog in which he played. And he left a good stamp on us. Bell, he also left a good stamp when him playing linebacker under Dan Quinn. Like, he played with a lot of courage, and this is where the Cowboys could get lucky. You know, they could get lucky because those injuries that happen to them is actually going to have these guys at a pretty good price too. And it's still your guys and deserve it your guys, for a lack of better words. These are guys that's, to me, top level starters.
Right.
So, yeah. Now, obviously, the one that a lot of people probably still kind of debating over, and the big booger wolf, Osa
Odighi Ozua. Yeah.
I think people got a little bit of sticker shock on that. I'm seeing it both ways. I'm seeing people that's excited about the deal. I'm seeing people that got sticker shock thinking that the Cowboys overpaid. Where you stand?
I think that, he got paid right at what he should. And I get it. If you wanted Osa at a cheaper rate, you would have had to pay him last season.
That's right.
Right. And what other defensive tackle would have been out there? On top of that, for the last 3 years, he played all 17 games. So he got a perfect bill of health. Let me knock on wood. But he's also a guy that brings a lot of pressure. I think what the misconception is, people get confused of what a 3-tech supposed to do.
That's right.
And what a 1-tech is.
That's right.
And what shooting through A gap or B gap from this particular 3-tech of what he's doing. And the same argument that people can say that Micah Parsons had 3 different coordinators in 3 different years and finna go get a 4th one. Well, you can say the same thing with Osa because they were both drafted in the same year.
Right. Well said too, Law. And can you kind of get into the differences? Because I think that's also what's messing people up. I think people want solid 1-tech production out of a guy that's a 3-tech, right? Like, if you really want super run stoppage, you're not really looking at the 3-tech. He is actually perfect and ideal and built for what you want in the Eberflus defense. Can you explain that a little bit, man?
Most certainly. All right, so when you're shooting through gaps, there's 2 gaps and there's 1 gap. But with the 3 tech, you pretty much you're not 2 gapping as far as for system that Eberflus is going to use, and they're going to run. Whereas there's an A gap, B gap where they're going to penetrate from. So with Osa, he's going to be shading the outside shoulder, not the inside, and that's closer to the center. He's going to be shading the outside shoulder, which is closer to the edge rusher. His job and duty is to create pressure, to get upfield, to make them change. And either the outside edge rusher is supposed to have contained so that they can be the run stopper. So he's supposed to generate the pressure. Think of this like an agitator in the middle of your washing machine. The one that causes the disturbance to break up the loose soil, that's what he do. And for the last 3 seasons, he's been a guy that generated pressure for this team on defense. Now, our impediment, boss, is that we don't see the fullness of Osa because there's not that big body next to him, that 330-pound or 350-pound. Not saying that you need to be that heavy, but there's no other guy next to him, and he's already undersized. If you want to get a knock to him, the only person that I've seen in the past few years to play that 3 tech at an undersized role, you old enough to remember, he played for the Minnesota Vikings. Was it John Randall? What was his name back in the day, y'all? Y'all help me out. What's his name? John Randall?
John Randall?
Back in the days, undersized, 3 tech guy to get upfield, shoot through gaps. And you got to keep in mind, he's only 26. He just turned 26, so he's still young. So I'm calling his name right. Jalen Carter's a whole different animal. And look at the pressures. He still generated 60, and they still generated 4.5.
Yeah, 60. People gotta understand this. In my opinion, people gotta understand them. I don't get how we can watch Philly, what they did in the Super Bowl, and then say we don't appreciate Osa.
Yeah,
that don't make sense.
Yeah.
If you like what Philly did to Mahomes, how are we poo-pooing on 60 pressures and 4.5 sacks?
Yeah.
And we know he not Jalen Carter. We not saying he Jalen Carter.
No, he's not Jalen Carter.
But we not gonna also ignore his production. Like that's
you can't do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the fact that he is also a fit. That's the main part to me, is that he's a fit.
Yeah, man, but damn, that's a good little combination, man, that you have right up there. And people fail to realize now, the last true, like when we talking about 1 text, as I've seen a lot of people putting Jay Ratliff in the chat. Now Jay Ratliff, he played 1 tech at that size on the side. He didn't play the 3 tech. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even at that size.
Yeah.
So you got to understand that that's differences there far as the skill set that you're looking at. So when you look at an Osa, he's codependent. If we want to have that stout defense on stopping the run and having our linebackers fly around, we're going to have to get a higher kick of production out of Mozzie. So just like when they talked about Hargraves and all of those boys that could be on the open market, because the 49ers are thinking they are seeking for trade for him.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you can pick that up because you're looking for a veteran guy to play alongside of Osa Odighizuwa. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And then, and somebody said, man, boss, we can't have him compared to Jalen Carter. He isn't double team like him. It's just the production. It's like, it's the same thing we also say about Micah Parsons, right?
Right.
So when we say Micah Parsons get all these doubles, what do most Cowboy fans say? So get it done.
Get it done. Yeah.
It's not. I'm not gonna ignore 60 pressures. And that's also the benefit of having Micah Parsons. As long as you got a Micah Parsons on your team, you're not gonna be able to double Osa. So that means basically.
But may I interject on one other thing too on that comment?
Mm-hmm.
Like Jalen Carter is good, but let's not act like he don't have a big behemoth guy next to him by the name of Jordan Davis that can weigh down and lean on guys, right?
Yeah.
To soften them up. Most sacks happen in the late 3rd and 4th quarter. So when people start looking at Milton Williams, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis, they got a system and philosophy put in place.
That's right.
For that.
Right.
So that they can gobble up in the inside, so that they can rush forward and not blitz. And truth be said, Matt Eberflus built his defense the same way.
Right.
So we may see a big boy. Either we go in the draft and get that, or we may go into this free agency to get that to match up with Mozzie. Mozzie going to be in rotations. He's not going to be a 3-down or a guy that's going to play every rep. I don't think that he'll do that in this system because his get off on the ball. One thing Eberflus he want that get off.
The get off, and that's
get off.
That's also in spades. So, and what I was getting ready to say is, well, if you like Jalen Carter production, the fact that you have Michael Parsons is basically saying you still should get Jalen Carter's production because it's gonna be Michael that's gonna draw the doubles.
Yeah, true that.
So it's like it's about the production, and that's what you're paying for. The biggest thing that I want to say is that in terms of the APY, which is not the real number, and you know, Coach Marv, he been going off on that today. He was telling the truth. He didn't tell no lies on that. He told all truth. The real money is the guarantee.
Yeah.
But in terms of the average per year, he was extremely team friendly. Like he also did what was actually mature. He said, I'm gonna let y'all win on that little average per year war. I want to win the guarantee war.
Right.
And he won the guarantee war. He got way more guarantee than most, which makes sense because he's durable. What's your thoughts on that?
Most certainly. You don't miss a game in 3 years, playing every 17 games, and that's something that a lot of people fail to realize that play a lot of good dividends in for him, right? And it's not like he was a first round draft pick. So it takes normally 2 or 3 years for interior guys to show their worth. So you could be catching a upward pattern with Osa, and you fool around and make the right pickup to bring somebody else in on this. That $52 million guaranteed was right on the money for what he's getting paid at. And like I said, did you have that breakdown that Todd Archer put up?
Which one?
Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. But it's on my Twitter feed.
I can pull it.
And he yeah.
Just talk
you
for a
probably
second.
scroll all the way down, and he's gonna show you what he's getting his first year. I know it's only gonna count like $6 million against the cap.
Yeah.
You know, that's what, 3 or 4%.
Hold on, I'm at your Twitter right now. Got it.
Yes. And he probably strolled all the way down. Yeah, strolled down a little bit more. And it was, boy, I've been busy today. There you go, right there.
Boy,
I retweeted. Yes, indeed. Also, contract breakdown.
Yep.
Yeah. 4-year, $80 million contract. 52 of that is guaranteed. Signing bonus 20. And with that being said, $1.1 million for 2025, which is $6 million against the cap this year because they prorated some of it. And then keep in mind that the beauty of this contract, even though it goes into the year 2028, none of those numbers can scare the hell out of anybody, right?
None.
Because we know that
the cap
this is
grows.
a really good deal. The cap is going to grow. They signed $111 billion. That's just with Amazon. And Netflix is finna be in the mix, so the cap is finna go up even higher. And then they thought, then guess what, boss?
So they basically, just to jump in what you're saying, is they
okay, you already did the homework. Look at that.
No. We just freestyling with each other.
Look at that, boy.
I got you, low man. I got you, big dog. The crazy thing is basically they push his money out to where it's gonna go hurt less and less. So basically, we pocket watching for nothing.
For nothing.
We pocket watching for no reason.
And guess who actually won?
Who won?
The NFL and Jerry, because they're finna add another game, and this is prorated based off of 17 weeks. They finna have a whole nother game, ladies and gentlemen. They finna add a game into this particular system. So shout out to you, my guy. The OC is in the building. But I'm gonna say this though, when you really contextualize everything, it's finna skyrocket John Legend high,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I say don't even look, guys. Don't worry about the money. We gonna have a whole bunch of money, and on top of that, the salary cap is going to increase even more next season.
OC, man, you jumping in on us. We started off the show basically saying today was a good day. Osa being done, especially done before free agency. I don't think people might understand how big that is. Because if they didn't get him done, they was going to have to tag him. That means $25 million was coming out today.
Can't
Versus,
prorate it, can't spread it out, none of that stuff.
Can we talk about which one would you rather pay, 25 or 1.1 on your cap hit?
Obviously 1.1, man. This is a team-friendly deal. Osa took a discount to get this thing done and giving it to him. Really, without a bunch of resistance. However, still getting over $50 million guaranteed, which is plenty of money for anybody. But in terms of market value, yeah, he could have got a little bit more. But this really benefits the Cowboys, and really it sets up what the Cowboys should do. And what I've been yelling from the rooftop is they need to get stronger at key positions in this roster. They need to add more than Osa. They got him done, great, right? Fantastic.
Keep the pressure up.
We got to get somebody else in here, man. We got to keep going. So that's a good start, though. Good start.
I would say good start, and I'm still watching heavily for Micah Parsons. I'm still hashtag pay Micah now, because that's gonna make the fan base semi kind of start believing. Listen, nobody is angrier than my boy D.A. Lee, and even D.A. Lee was like, damn, they got it done without throwing nobody under the bus. They didn't use none of their meat. It was quiet. It's like people that just want to see a football and regular football moves are happy right now, because that's what they're doing.
No doubt. Yeah. And here's my thought track on this, OC and Boss. I don't really besmirch or I don't really look at someone who wanting to see the holes in the hands in order to realize that this is what the Cowboys are doing differently. Right?
I agree. I love that.
I'm not gonna be mad at y'all for saying, "Hey, man, you got to see more." I need to touch and feel and see whether or not them holes are in the hand. So I feel y'all on that. So let's wait until the baby is born, to see what we got. So I feel you, but before we sign anybody, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind you got to still wait until March the 10th.
Yeah.
Before you can start talking legally.
Yeah. So it's almost like trying to get with an ex. You never should have hope when you try to get with an ex.
You try to get with the ex.
Don't have hope when you get with it, because they the ex for a reason, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, appreciate my boy Rome. See, Rome, anytime Rome come in, Rome never come alone. It's the first people that come in is the raid. Every time you'll see CFT raid, and then it's almost like Ron King. He come in afterwards like, yeah. OG in the bit, he said, my fault. I'm late, brothers. I was streaming, but I'm here. Hit the like button. That's my brother, man. Real good dude. So now these are different moves, man, and I'm not satisfied though. This is almost like I was talking to Tuck today. Tuck said something that was just, how Tuck put stuff. He said, man, I'm not gonna let a parent over celebrate when their kids have good grades. It's because you're supposed to be working with your kids. These are normal parenting deals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like we were so dysfunctional that we're celebrating normalcy. If that makes sense.
Right. Oh, yeah, you ain't lying.
We're celebrating normal. Damn. So
yes, indeed.
Yeah,
but it's rough though, man. Shoot, yeah. You try to do kids' homework nowadays. Shoot, I said, man, I got a bachelor's degree, and it's hard for me to do this doggone homework. This kid is in the 3rd grade. That new math, I said, wait a minute, let me go get my chat GPT. this new math hard, man. Shoot, I'd have been still in the 3rd grade over here. But yeah, it's difficult, man, because we are celebrating the things of normalcy of what the Cowboys are doing, man, and I love it, bro.
No, it's still something to celebrate, so I ain't gonna complain too hard. All right, so getting back to it, obviously there's some more moves going on, and we just kind of circling all the goodness that was happening today and kind of giving our commentary. The last thing I'll say about that Osa thing is good start, but, it's going to be about what you do on the 10th. So then CeeDee Lamb, the Cowboys have restructured the contract of Pro Bowl wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, creating $20 million of salary cap space according to sources. Law, what does that mean?
Well, and a lot of people got it confused too, because they thought that it took the players' permission before they can go in and start moving money around.
Yeah.
They don't need the players' permission. Remember, They signed under that particular, the players signed under them, and they can go in and restructure the contract, give them a little money up front, or work out a deal, slide money to the, and who's going to turn down $5 or $10 million up front, right? So that's what the Cowboys are doing. They're doing the financial gymnastics, which is cool, Shoot, I got money in escrow, and they be moving stuff around in the houses and stuff like that around here. So it's the same thing, almost similar. And I think that by us freeing up money, it's a good play, because now it's going to open up other avenues for us to do another player like that, so we can get things rolling.
Yeah, amen. What's your thoughts on it, OC?
Man, look. First of all, I'm Team Josh Allen, man. I think that, man, you signed Osa, man. Go ahead and get Allen in here. Allen, you can get him on a 2-year deal. Probably pay him about $20 million. Get him in here, solidify that line, or find me another big that can play 2-gap and plug that 8-gap. That's what you're gonna need.
You said Jonathan Allen?
Jonathan Allen.
Because you said Josh Allen.
I apologize. Apologize. Excuse me.
No, it's cool. I just want to make sure I heard you right.
But I'm Team Josh Allen too. If they go do that, the one that is in Jacksonville, shoo, yeah. But keep going.
Yeah.
No, Jonathan Allen is a guy that will be perfect because he has tread on his tire. You can get him semi-value. Excuse me, my voice is going out.
Yeah, it sound like that drink went down the wrong pipe. Take your time, bro. We ain't rushing you, bro. You see how my boy was trying to push through it, man. Y'all clap it up, OC.
Yeah.
He was finna try to push through that thing, man. Don't die over here trying to do a stream, brother.
Let me read this super chat. While you're getting going, then. I got Chris 214 with a $5 super chat. He said it feel like first of the month. And them food stamps hit all cards. Spend some damn money, damn it. Get your groceries, Jerry.
Hey,
Go get your groceries. Come
Jerry,
on
you
with
see how doing just normal football business make your fans feel better?
Yeah.
Go ahead, OC. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
No, man, you straight, man. No, I just think, man, that we need to do a little bit more on that defensive line. And I think we got to address the defensive line and free agency to be strong enough to compete in the improving NFC East in particular. Especially, we got, the moves of getting talented people, Debo Samuels now with the Commanders. We got the extension and the big behemoth line of the Philadelphia Eagles. So we still got to do a little bit more to get strong on that defensive line. And drafting a rookie is not going to solve the problem. That's not going to be good enough. So I'm hoping that some of this restructuring with the salary cap is really gearing up to make some aggressive, smart moves in free agency.
Yeah, smart moves, man. Yeah,
So
we don't need a lot of them.
Chris 214 said with a super chat to you, OC. He said, OC, who is your starting O-line today as we speak? Did they also confirm that Hoffman rumor was real yet?
I'm not sure about the Hoffman rumor. I don't know.
Law said that as we was going live, somebody broke out.
Let me double check.
I just wanted to double check because then that's going to help with his question if
that'll help
Hoffman
the answer.
is official.
That'll
And we
help
got
the
a couple of more super chats too. He said, "Is this also sign considered selectively aggressive?"
It is considered sign according to Nick Harris, the Dallas Cowboys. If you can pull up his,
I'll pull it up.
His tweet is on his top of his page, I believe. Nick Harris, and he's a friend of the show, y'all. Show some love to Nick Harris.
Yeah, Nick, and he good people. He real good people,
people.
man. Yeah, he real good people. Like very humble guy. Like Nick is that guy that he never go act brand new. Like he'll see us and he'll turn around and make his way and be like, "Hey guys," you know what I mean? Just all right. So I'm on Nick Harris' page right now.
Okay, and he should have a photo of Brock Hoffman there signing that deal somewhere. I thought I saw it on his page. I guess it happened earlier, but he did sign a deal. I typed it in, Brock Hoffman, and it was on one of his feeds there. So
They said Hoffman signed his restricted free agent.
restricted free agent. So he's here for at least a year.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, that goes into that question, OC. Your starting.
Yeah,
offensive
man.
line.
So that's a pretty simple one as we sit today, and then I'll tell you what I think. Your starting tackle is going into this season is going to be Tyler Guyton. We know that Schottenheimer is impressed based upon mentioning him 3 different times in his interview a few days back. So he's impressed with his work. The easiest thing to do for a tackle is to increase strength. The hardest thing to do is to increase athleticism and durability and dexterity. So if Tyler Guyton increases the strength and his power, that's going to solve a lot of his problems that he had this year. So he's coming in as the starting left tackle. Tyler Smith is your starting left guard. BB is going to not be moved around. That's heresy. He's going to be your starting center. Hoffman is going to be your starting right guard, and then you're going to have still be your right tackle as we speak. But I do think you can stand to get better at that right guard position. No shade on Hoffman. Right. I think he's, a solid player. I think he's borderline starterish, but a great backup. And I think you can stand to get better at that right guard, which if they draft or get a free agent, that would be good. If they had an opportunity to get a value guy that is really a pure role grader that has a little bit more athleticism than Hoffman, I think that would do good. I think if they let them battle it out, I think that TJ Bass, I still like Bass. I think Bass could probably give him a run for his money. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
So we kicked it off the show today, man, with what you said, Big, because I thought that tweet was perfect, bro. No, I really did, bro.
Yeah,
because
that was a good tweet.
Today was a day when the Cowboy fans who know how we move can recognize that we did some different things, right? Mm-hmm. So, you said, Osa signed, CD restructured, $20 million is open, and Jerry said a damn thing. Today was a good day, bro. I gotta get your actual voice on that.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, shout out to everybody.
What's up, boy?
In every arena.
That's right.
Law, my dog Boss, my dog Law, my dog OC, Rashad. What's up? But yeah, I mean, Cowboys just did some things that they don't normally do, right? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked. I made a tweet earlier today and said, man, don't sit on this tag. Don't play that tag game because it doesn't end. It doesn't never end good because we've seen when they tagged Dak, that was money we were happy Dak got his money, but it was just money that was gone.
Yep.
It just flushed it out the window, right? And then when we saw Tony Pollard got put on the tag, we knew he wasn't getting signed long term. When they put Dallas Schultz on the tag, we knew he wasn't getting tagged long term.
Yep.
So for them to put the tag on, my thing is you're going to waste the money again,
right?
And you ain't going to sign him. He's going to be gone. It's going to just be a waste. So shout out to them for saying, no, we're not going to do that. And I heard y'all before I came on here, this was a team-friendly deal. This was a good deal on both sides. And Osa said, hey, I want to get paid, but I want to win too. So, whatever we got to do, it felt like that's what happened. CD restructures. CD comes out and says, hey, I need more people. So let's make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Then you brought in Brock Hoffman. You got Wanye Thomas. You put the second-round tenure on Turpin. You re-signed Goodwin. And I'm just saying, from my perspective, this is the Shoddy effect. And this is why I say it's the Shoddy effect. Because Shoddy is a rookie head coach. Even though he's been in the league 25 years, he's still a rookie head coach. He's never coached it down, right? So it would behoove the Cowboys front office to do everything to help your rookie head coach be great, right? And we even saw when Mike McCarthy came his first year in 2020, Cowboys did. They went and got Gerald McCoy. They went and got Terry Poe. They went and got Ha Dix. Now, we know all those didn't work out, but they did it the first year for the first coach. Now, Mike McCarthy already has skins on the wall. He's been there and done that. Brian Schottenheimer hasn't. Right. So I would think they would put more effort into him because he has never done it, and he's a rookie head coach. What's up, my dog? Cowboys fan talking my dog wrong. But y'all feel me?
Yep.
So that's where I think it may be a little different now, because the Cowboys want to be right on this hire, because everybody's been crapping on Schottenheimer, saying it was a bad hire.
Yeah, risky.
So they are going to want to prove to all of the world, saying, no, this was a good hire. And so since it's a good hire in our eyes, we're going to do everything possible to make it a good hire. And so that's why I like what they're doing now. Now, the biggest thing for me, fellas, is that free agency.
Yes.
You cleared the money. Yeah. You cleared the money. You opened some gates. Now, let's see what y'all doing free agency. Get a couple dogs. You don't got to get 5 or 6 dogs. Just get you a couple dogs that will move the needle. Get Parsons signed, and then guess what? You're going to have Cowboys Nation excited.
For real. And dog, I'm pretty amazed how, honestly, and I'm just being honest, I'm pretty amazed at how quickly we all have come around on just basic football decisions. It don't mean that we drinking Kool-Aid, but it's like when you do things that's football
and I got
first,
the package right here for y'all.
You do. You got the juice. You got the juice.
We gonna do like this right now, though. We
don't even want much. It's showing you we just don't want y'all throwing your players under the bus. We want you to get big contracts out the way. I never talked about, then I'm gonna pass to you, Law. I never talked about what these restructures usually mean. Now, Tuck said today, Michael wanted to help the team. CeeDee Lamb said he wanted to help the team. It's one guy that ain't said nothing yet. Now, I want to let y'all know, Tuck is just joking. Me too. Y'all running with that. I literally said, Dak over here like, give me all my money. Listen, they don't control them restructures. The Joneses control those restructures. So it wasn't CeeDee Lamb that was like, hey, I'm going to restructure to help the team. Tuck was just playing. Y'all, listen, y'all, it's like, we got to be very careful with Tuck on Twitter, bro. Like, for real. You'll misunderstand it. So, no, Dak can restructure too, and it's up to them Joneses to do it. Dak is not greedy. We were just playing. And people ran with our tweet on that.
They did.
I want to just say this real quick. Usually what happens when you see them restructures, you go start seeing signings, and we already starting to see the signings. That just notice this pattern, Cowboy Nation. Whenever you see them restructure somebody, especially of significant work like a CeeDee Lamb or a Dak, that usually mean big signings are coming right behind them.
Yeah.
So I just want to kind of say that so that you can kind of be anticipating. It could be, which would be like the best news ever, Micah. That would be like, woo!
Yeah,
woo!
The cherry on the top, man, with all of that. And like you said, with the restructuring, yes, money is coming right behind it, or a deal is coming right behind it due to those restructures. And I do like what Big Game James said. It's just like when you get the new car. When you buy that new car, you wash that thing every day. You're vacuuming it out. You're making sure that you bust a block and you spend a block on that new car, because everybody's saying, wow, look at that new car. And some people not aware of the new car, so they say, hey, man, let me get inside right quick. Let me see what it's all about. Let me get inside. Let me get inside, man. Man, you got the Tesla screen on that thing, man. God dog, man, let me get a few dollars too. So that's what the Joneses are doing for Shotty right now. And I think Shotty, he going to drive it right, because like you said, he got 25 years of coaching and not being able to hit it at a head coach. So now he's going to hit it, and he's going to make sure that he's not the smartest person in the room. Have y'all noticed that? Because if I can say anything about Mike McCarthy, he had a lot of insecurities going on, right? So he had to always have a spy here. Let me make sure that I have Jeff Blasco on the running back room, and let me make sure that I have Scott McCurley somewhere, right? So with Shotty, now he's going out, he's picking up the phone and saying, hey, Connor Riley.
Libra gang.
Hey, what we going to do with Clayton Adams? Hey, I would love to have Matt Eberflus here too. Let's get this thing out of the mud the best way possible.
Well said, Law. My last question, I'm going to throw this at you, OC. It is still looking like a trend, even though we've been talking and celebrating so far what they doing. The first people that they signing obviously are their guys.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts if we come out of this free agency where we do what we normally do, where we sign mostly our guys? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, the front office was honest. If that's what happens, they're going to be selectively aggressive.
Oh, God.
Selectively aggressive, signing their own players.
Oh,
so it's nothing new, if that's what happens. Now, this is what I hope is happening. Okay, let me tell you what I hope, and let me tell you what I think could potentially be happening. I think that Brian Schottenheimer has a logical, straightforward approach. I think he's a very pragmatic dude. I think he's fundamentally sound. First year head coach, but he's been around the game coming out the womb. So he's a coach's coach for real. And he does his homework. And I think that potentially he's looking at this roster and he's saying, okay, we need to get better here, 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 and here. So guys, I need you to partner with me. I need your help, because we didn't really understand that Mike McCarthy did have some influence behind the scenes, a little bit more than what we initially thought as he kind of got into his tenure. And perhaps he's leveraging his new coach position to try to be fundamentally sound and just do basic roster stuff. And if that's the case, shout out to him. But what happens after March 14th, I would say between now and April in particular, will tell us a lot as it relates. If we get key signings, a rush DN, we get another 3-tech or a 1-tech, we get a linebacker, right? We pick up, a solid veteran running back. Just a few examples. Those things, to me, will share and show his influence on this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Big, you was killing it today, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to a lot of the things that you was talking about. It's a couple of things I want to kind of pick up on, and then we go also talk about the enemy. Going back to you, Big. We've been hearing different names out there. Law, you brought up obviously DK Metcalf, and then Big came in going crazy but making sense. On Davante Adams, I want to kind of go back and forth, because to sign a quality number 2 right now would do so much for us. So much for us. Not even just talking about on the field, but how we can draft everything. Because a lot of us know we got to get that number 2 out the way some kind of way, somehow. Let me start with you, Big.
I mean, like I said, when everybody was talking about Cooper Kupp when he was coming out, Dallas was interested in Cooper Kupp. Hey, I like Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on him. I like what he would bring to the table. But people saying, oh, Davante Adams washed. Nah, not what I'd have watched last year. I didn't see no damn washed or nothing like that. He's 32 years old, and you're not going to tell me. Y'all can believe what y'all want. I'm not saying y'all, but y'all can believe what y'all want to out there. But you get me a Davante Adams with a CD Lamb. Oh man, what? Because like you said, at least give me a couple years of it. But like you said, if you get a Davante Adams, that changes how we draft now. Okay?
Yes.
Because now you feeling a little bit good. You got your solid number 2. You got some young guys right there. You could still get that receiver. But now you can kind of fluctuate. Maybe you can trade back. Maybe you can do some things because you got 2 dogs right there.
Right.
And now you can maneuver more. And I just feel like Davante Adams, he brings a pedigree too.
Yes.
And you're not going to tell. And he works hard. He's not like one of those divas.
He's a leader.
He's a guy that he wants to win.
Yeah.
That stuff you saw him going off when he was with Oakland and Garoppolo was missing the passes. He throwing his helmets down, getting pissed. Like, I'm tired of this, dog. I want to win. I don't want to be on no losing team. Why you think he wanted to leave? Because he's like, I want to get somewhere where I want to win. Give me a quarterback that can play. So, Dak is pretty good. And we saw when you added Amari Cooper in 2018, when they were floundering, he went crazy. His game took another level. Both their games took another level when you added him. So if you're going to tell me you added Davante Adams and a CeeDee Lamb, that automatically makes your offense huge. You get a dynamic back with that. What? I'm feeling real good about that right there. And then, like I said, you still now Mingo don't bother me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead and play some Mingo. Now, Mingo. You can slow cook with Mingo. Don't put Mingo just out there and say he's our guy. I don't feel like that's going to work. Mingo needs somebody else. You need a dog and just let Mingo come up in. You feel me? Let Tolbert. Okay, Tolbert is great in that red zone. Now he could be that red zone threat, and he don't have to have all that pressure. We need somebody to take the pressure off of these other guys that really ain't ready for it. And to me, Devontae Adams does that. And guess what? You make CeeDee Lamb even better.
Yeah.
You make CeeDee Lamb even better if you got a Devontae Adams, in my opinion. CeeDee Lamb is even a better player.
That's
because
true.
Now you can't just sit there and concentrate on him, because that's the biggest thing. When they came into guard Dallas this year, it was shut down CeeDee Lamb, bracket him, and then we'll worry about everything else. You get what I'm saying?
You can't do that with Devontae.
You can't do that with Devontae. He's a threat. I mean, he had 60-some catches, 800 and some yards. But if you look at the totality from the Raiders to the Jets, he had like 84 catches for 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. How is that fall off? Please talk to me. Talk to me about falling off, bro. I don't want to hear that falling off crap.
That's just a common word that they like to use over here, man.
Anybody who is 31 or 32 is washed.
Anybody
who's 31 or 32
overpaid.
is washed. You feel me?
Yeah.
And don't he overpay? Because they were talking about, I mean, boy, I was wrestling with everybody, boss, in my comments about Osa being overpaid. I'm like,
I saw you. You was killing it today. Man, you was on Twitter doing your thing today, boy. You hear me?
I was fighting them.
Man,
like,
you want to play it.
Tell me that, because, when I showed the Jalen Carter, he ain't as good as Carter. Okay, I know that. I didn't say he was good. But I'm sitting there saying, how did you overpay? And he's the 15th paid, and you seeing the stats. How is that an overpay? And then when you look at next year, he gonna drop even further if you're talking about 15th with the cap going up. And so this is a great deal. And to me, can you put
that back up there for me right quick?
Which one?
And give a shame the Osa and the Jalen Carter. Can you put that side by side back up there?
It's up.
Let me give a shameless plug to my guy B Tuck, man. He trained both of those boys, and he's right here in the heart of Dallas, man.
That's
I just want to just give him his flowers. He hit me up,
especially
he hit me up before Osa was going to get signed, and he said, "Look out, loud," So shout out to B Tuck, man. He's doing the Lord work over here, man.
He is.
And even though Jalen Carter's over there for the Eagles, he flies into Dallas, man, just to get their work in. So shout out to B Tuck, man. That's Brandon Tuck.
And Tuck been messing with Osa. Like, he been having Osa for like 3 years. So Osa is his guy. You feel what I'm saying? Osa is not just some dude. Osa is like one of his main guys. And we talked about Osa at length, when he was drafted, me and Tuck, we had the show. And he had nothing but glowing words for Osa. And here's the thing, y'all. We talked about this too, boss. When people were talking about, Osa wears down in the run. Osa, show me where Osa has had a defensive line like the Philadelphia Eagles. Show me where he had a defensive tackle and all these other players that can help, take off the pressure of him. He hasn't had that. Let's get him a big body wide boy. Get that boy Tyleik Williams from Ohio State, 6'3", 334 pounds.
That's my favorite DT.
Go get him.
That's
my favorite DT too.
Is he really?
Oh wow, boy! We started draft talk early.
Where am I at?
I saw your mock drafts. You mock draft him all the time, and I love you for it.
Where am I at?
But Big Game James,
cool.
I thought you were gonna go with the trifecta.
Oh,
but listen,
this is interesting.
Listen, I said you could have a whole Ohio State draft and you'd be good.
That's facts. Can I be real, bro? I thought you was a little bit kind of Ohio, kind of, biased a little bit. Dog, you ain't telling no lies. Them boys are dogs. They was the champs for a reason.
You could get a Cody Simon. You could get a Tyleik Williams. You could get a Henderson, Ebuka. Bro, you know how many people you can get from Ohio State, and your team
would be cold.
I ain't hating, but the Ohio State University puts out those players, and they produce in the NFL. They don't go to the NFL and bust. They have very good coaching there. That Tyleik Williams, I want him.
Me too. I want him.
I want him in the second round. Get him in that second round. Don't play around. Get him in that second round. Wherever you want to get in that first, you can get maybe the McMillan. Because I ain't mad if you got McMillan at 12 or something like that. You feel me? Because you can still get that running back, y'all. Y'all know this. There's a lot of them.
Man, we got to talk with draft sometime on the Fighter Word, bro, because I know we got to talk about that draft, bro. Listen, we all got to get into that.
Interject right quick.
Go for it.
I just want to interject right quick. So Big AJ, I thought, you were going to go with your boys, them hook'ems, man. The trifecta with them. Matthew Golden, and then you go with Alfred Collins, and then you go with Jadon Blue. If them 3 picks right there, what you don't like about Alfred Collins, though? What you don't like about him?
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying nothing wrong with him, but I am saying
he
Ohio State
nice.
is national champions. National champions.
And guess who you work with? Guess who you work
champions,
with?
though. They play Texas.
I can't do it like that, big. You can't do it like that, big. Compare the players, but player for player, though, Williams over him, bro, all day.
No, Williams is better, bro. Williams has been a dog since he's been at Ohio.
Way better.
He's been a dog since his freshman year, bro. Like he has gotten work every year, and I'm sorry, I just feel like the Ohio State program, they get the best, bro. They get dogs. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if
they play good football, Ohio. I got to give Ohio props. Ohio, y'all put out some products up there.
One of the best in all of the country.
I agree.
Defensive line coach, and he steadily puts them out. You feel me? You see what Brian Hartline does with those receivers. It's damn near receiver you. You feel me?
Facts.
And they got backers. So
I'm
just saying.
Hey man, we moved into draft content.
44.
Let's come back. Let's come back.
I want to come back.
Hey,
to
the only reason why I brought up Alfred Collins is because he worked with B Tuck. That's all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, OC. We got some super chats after this, and then we go finish out the last topics. Go ahead, OC.
No, what I was going to say just really quick, back on Devontae Adams. The beautiful thing about that is that Devontae Adams is still very good. And I don't know why, but I saw at least 3 Jets games this past season, and he was really good. He was getting open versus single coverage every time. He was getting open versus double coverage most of the time. And he did a great job. The Jets are just a bad team. So if you can land him on a short-term deal, it will be the perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb. And at the end of the day, man, this is the biggest thing that I hope the Cowboys do, is this one thing. Use free agency appropriately so you don't have to force it in the draft. Because if you don't use free agent appropriately, now you picking people and you're forcing them. You're forcing them on the field, you're forcing them down the fans' throats, and you're selling a fake solution that's going to take 2 or 3 years to potentially develop when you really could solve that in free agency if you attack free agency appropriately.
I gotta do something, and then I said we was gonna hit them super chats. Before we hit the super chats, we gotta get to hard stuff now. DK or Devontae? I'm gonna go first. Devontae. I'm going with Devontae. Now this hard too. This hard. It's more so because he's a fit to the Cowboys. He's a fit in terms of marshals. So he's going to be, especially because he was cut, he's not going to be expensive. That fit us, right? He's a route runner, so that fits Dak. He also would be a very good mentor and final mentor to CeeDee Lamb. So now DK fit because he's an athletic freak, right? He's also tough and physical. He's also like just somebody that could actually push CD physically, and I do like that. I would want somebody to come in and say, I'm better than you, CD. I would want that, you know what I mean? But to me, the better fit is Adams.
Ooh-wee. Now,
you love
Adams
some DK. You love some DK.
Yeah. Adam.
This is easy.
Yeah.
You say this easy?
Regardless of it,
It's easy.
it's easy.
Now
like
you got to
Sunday
think money
morning
too,
because-
OC. We dealing with the Joneses.
Because Adams is going to be 13.9 million. That's his APY as far as, or his market value on Spot Rack. But I would take the youth. I would take my Mississippi boy, DK Metcalf. I think that he would garner the attention, especially if we're going to be a run-first team. He got the size, and also him and Mingo. They work out together already during the offseason, so they got continuity and rapport. So that's something that we can bring back to the table. I would love to have a 27-year-old DK Metcalf with the youth on his side. It would cost a lot of money, but That's why it's money, my needs, so that's what it covers. So it would be a situation and scenario that if you line up DK Metcalf as your true X position and you have CD Lamb with two-way goals, man, I can do an end around. I can do an end around with Cavante Turpin, and his head is going to be hitting the goalpost. So give me DK Metcalf over the DA, because DA going to be a 1 to 1 year rental probably.
Yeah, I'm cool with the rental. I would take that rental too. But anyway, there's good thoughts and good pushback on that law. Let me also add to your point. That would be reuniting. DK would be reunited with Brian too to help your point. That part. And
this doesn't exclude the ability for you to still draft a wide receiver, by the way.
Facts. Good pushback on that law.
Question in about 30 seconds. DK Metcalf all day, every day, all the way. It's a no-brainer. You have money now underneath your salary cap. You freed up some. Pay him. Go ahead and pay him. Give him a 4-year deal. Pay him. All right? That's simple. You got 2 number ones. You can't lose with 2 number ones. Let him push him. Let him fight for receptions.
I got to fight you a little bit, OC. Just a little bit.
Hold on. Let me finish the thought.
He want to fight.
Because the play value is obvious. The youth is obvious. It's the receiver market values that's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. So go ahead and build through the draft the way you like to anyway.
Why not rent? I don't mean to fight you, but why not rent? Just rent it. Put a Band-Aid on it for this year.
Because rent, you get no equity. That's why. You throwing your money away. You get no equity. That's why people buy houses. That's why people invest.
But see, at the end of the day, that was a smooth metaphor. But I gotta tell you the truth. At the end of the day, even DK to a degree would be a rental or just a long-term rental.
Okay, fine. Give me a 4-year rental.
Because you don't own none of these people. Like what he said was metaphorically cute, but it's not metaphorically accurate.
You're twisting it because you're talking about 1 year versus maybe a 4-year deal.
Yeah, that's still a long-term rental. You said that like equity as if you actually own DK and you don't.
I'm saying equity means that you get more intrinsic value versus 1 year, Boss Cowboy. And what I'm telling you, plain English, is that you're going to get marketing dollars. You're going to fill up the
marketing dollars for DK.
Hell yeah!
You can market him. You can market him.
Man, do y'all know how DK? Do y'all know how DK act over there?
You can market DK. DK MATLAB. Look, you got those big posters at the Star. You know those 2 big jumbotrons. You got CD Lamb. Then on the other one, you got DK Metcalf. Right? Look, man, it's gonna be pandemonium, and you got 2 number ones. And this is what I like from a football perspective. You have a guaranteed policy. Even if CD gets hurt, he kind of goes down here and there. Even if Metcalf is struggling with a hamstring, you got 2 number ones that are bona fide, man. And you can't stop that. And you got Dak Prescott easily throwing for 4,500 yards every year that both these guys are on the field. And that basically level sets your offense for at least 4 years from a wide receiver perspective. If you can get him,
Wait, I gotta see.
Tag me in.
No, we ain't tagging in nothing. Hell no, we ain't tagging in nothing. Let me finish this fight right here. This is where I gotta finish the fight. When you talk about athletic value, you right, DK. You right, athletic. But we dealing with Steven and Jerry, dog. Come on now. Like, so which one is really realistic? Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if we just talking about play value, of course you go with DK. But if you're talking about who we dealing with.
I didn't say realistic. I said better, boss.
Okay.
Tag me.
Okay.
Tag me in, y'all.
All right, Law, man. Hey, Law.
Oh, my God.
I got you, Law, did big, because I know Big got something on this, bro. I wanted to have this fight, though. I wanted this fight.
Let's say this. Not just DK Metcalf will elevate the Dallas Cowboys, but he will elevate the city of Dallas. Don't y'all know what Dallas been through? Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's
Luka
true.
Gone.
That's true.
Kyrie is gone now.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, my goodness. Dallas is in
That's
shambles.
true.
Man, what would elevate the nation? And
That's
you can
true.
still go in and draft a wide receiver, by the way. But you bring in DK Metcalf. Jerry Jones will get the heart of Dallas back on his side.
That's
Come
true,
on,
Law.
Jerry. Listen to me, Jerry. The ultimate marketing move for the next 4 years. You match up DK and CD. Oh my
Lord.
goodness. And it won't be a 1-year rental because it would put a lot of pressure for the Cowboys to get it done only for this year. If you get DK, at least you'll have 4 years to have at it. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Let's do the right thing. And hey, my heart goes out to all of the Mavs fans that's out here, and especially Big Game James and Boss Cowboys. Yesterday, come on, but yeah.
He's been a Laker fan. That's why I'm always questioning him. How long he been a Laker fan? That's all I'm always questioning you. I'm always questioning how long you been a Laker fan. All y'all Laker
like
fans.
Baby, I cry like the baby. I can't stand the Bulls to this day. I can't stand the Bulls, what they did to my Lakers.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the thing. If we're talking non-reality,
right?
Hell yeah, Metcalf
DK.
over Devontae. If we're talking non-reality,
Thank
see,
you.
you two are talking non-reality.
Right.
We got to stay in reality.
Right.
Okay. I love what y'all feeling, and
Me
I
too.
agree with what y'all saying.
And I
but
agree.
we in reality.
That's right.
Reality says they are not going to do that.
No.
Okay. As much as we love, I don't know if they got them nuts to do that.
No.
Okay. So that's the reason why I would say Devontae Adams, because it's cheaper, like they like. You can get them for a couple years. A couple-year rental is cool because you can still draft a dog receiver.
That's
you can
right.
Get that McMillan kid at 12. You're gonna tell me if you got McMillan, Devontae Adams, and CeeDee Lamb, you ain't feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
You ain't feeling good with that?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Right quick. OC, if they drafted that McMillan big boy, because he's a legit 6'5", 225, his hands is like 10 and a quarter. You feel me? If you had him, CeeDee, and Devontae, you wouldn't feel good about that, OC?
I feel good with it, Big, but if I had DK, CeeDee Lamb, and anybody else.
We talking reality, though, OC.
We talking reality, OC. When you listen to Big, you ain't listening.
Reality, though, fam.
We got the reality stone over here. We got the reality
is
stone.
that they could make the signing, Big, if they chose to. They could make the signing. Because they just
right, but we know them, OC. OC, we know them, though. OC, we know them. You know them.
You're right.
You know them.
Big Game James. We get DK regardless of reality or not. You would never be able to say soft. You won't be able to say that, especially when we get into the postseason. Ain't nobody gonna be pushing him in the back. Nobody gonna be pushing DK in the back.
He fighting. That's why I like DK, because he
love DK.
He will fight anybody. He will fight anybody.
Physically, youth-wise, you got to go with DK. The better real fit is Adams. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? Now, if they just some kind of way grew nuts that they never had, go with DK. But they ain't never had them type of nuts. It's Jerry had them, but Steven, no sir.
I hope they hear this and be like, I'm going to prove that old boss cowboy wrong. We got the stone. We got the guts.
No,
we're going to do it.
I'm not going to say what we used to say.
He looking like that right there. I was just saying, we just said, David, DK Metcalf, you see that ugly face? Because that's what he would do.
Yeah, baby. See, baby, no. He ain't doing it. He's going to be exactly what he said. See, that would be actual aggressive. He already told you he going to be selectively aggressive.
Right.
That would be actually aggressive. That would be actual aggression. So what Big is presenting with the Devontae Adams idea is the selective aggressive, to where we could all eat it and say we're better. You know, but I'm also, I don't want to get it twisted either. And I do agree with y'all, though. I would rather have DK.
I do agree with y'all, too.
I do agree with y'all on that.
DK too.
Yeah.
In reality.
So I don't want y'all to get it twisted like this is a real fight. This ain't no real fight.
No,
like this ain't no real fight. This a hypothetical fight. Yeah, I agree with y'all.
Right.
Hands down. Big use also.
And boss.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you one more thing.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the third thing. Once you said it, I ain't let it go.
You been on it. Talk to me.
Ferg is coming up on the last year of his deal, man. Dangle him. Dangle him in a fifth and see what you can get out there.
I agree.
Dangle him.
Yeah.
You can get another tight end. Ferg is not. I love Ferg, and please don't take this out of context.
He a dog.
I love Ferg, but he is
replaceable. Say it.
You can replace that.
You can.
You don't have anything in my eyes that's we got to keep him. No, you don't. You don't.
It's not.
You really don't.
Special.
It's not special. It's
just
not
keeping it real.
And if we can go in this draft where we can look at a team and I can dangle a Ferg because he's an asset and he's coming the last year of his deal, and I can give you like a fifth, bro. We on the phone.
Oh yeah.
We on the phone.
We got us a good question. Then I'm gonna take these super chats. My boy say, Adams or Cup? Adams. I'm all the way out on Cup.
Adams.
Yeah.
I'm out on
Adams.
Cup. I'm out on Cup.
Yeah. Adam. I'm all the way out on that. Yeah.
Cup got hands. He got hands.
Cup got hands. But Devontae's different. I don't care what people say, man.
Yeah, he different.
Devontae's a different player.
Yeah.
He got. I mean, the man can catch, dog. Like his catch radius is ridiculous.
His routes too, bro.
And first of all, and also remember, Devontae Adams gave CeeDee Lamb all that love. You remember, like a year or two ago. Right. Remember, he said, "Who was his top 5 receivers?" He said CeeDee Lamb. So I think right there, the connection, the
leadership,
them two blending. I think
would
them
be perfect.
Two would blend because there's already a mutual respect.
They'll be killing.
We all know if you're getting along as receivers, bruh, that's amazing.
Hey, let's get to these super chats real quick, bro. These super chats been adding up. Y'all make sure y'all show love to all the channels on these super chats. We finna take a super chat break real quick.
I do think that.
You got some too? All right, so Pierre said.
I'm just saying that question.
Oh, he said question for y'all. Do y'all think that shot of people's skills may be strong enough to mind Jedi trick the Joneses? I'm gonna be honest. You say yes, I say.
Oh hell no!
No, I say yes.
You say yes.
You know why?
Why?
You know why I say it? You know why I say, boss?
Why?
Because I'm just telling you, Shotty is different, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, and I'm not hyping him, but I'm telling you, he's different. I like him over McCarthy. Y'all know I like the McCarthy hire, but why did I like the McCarthy hire, or why did I want McCarthy hired? Because, like you said, he had been there. He had done that. I wanted that. You've been there. You feel me?
Yeah.
But as far as I feel like reaching the team, I feel like Schottenheimer does that.
Yeah.
I feel like Schottenheimer has an infectious energy and he's real. Look at Jason Garrett. He was fake to me. Okay. Yeah. Schottenheimer, if you look everybody around him, when you talk to Will McClay, when you talk to everybody, and here's the key, Stephen Jones likes him. That's what I like. Stephen Jones likes him. And if Stephen Jones likes him, we want Stephen Jones to like him a lot. And I think he does. And if Stephen Jones likes him a lot, cheap ass might come out of his element. He said it in the press conference. We might do something a little different. I'm telling you, Schottenheimer knows how to talk to people. And that's what the main thing people are saying. He can meet anybody at anywhere, at any place. And he has an infectious energy.
He does.
I'm telling you. You saw Pete Carroll with me, you boss. We love Pete Carroll and what he was on the sidelines, giving people high fives and all that stuff. I'm telling you, dog, that's infectious. We haven't had that. You see, I mean, Garrett, but I just feel like that shit was fake. This man is, to me, is genuine. I just feel like he's very genuine. I feel like people really like him and really want him to succeed. And I feel like every player, he will be able to meet every player. He can have real conversations. And that's what the Cowboys need. And I feel like he's going to build a real culture. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid, but I just like this dude. I like him. I think he's going to be one of the better coaches in Dallas. And if the Cowboys give him the tools, and if the Cowboys go on free agency and really say, like they did with Nick Sirianni, I brought this up, y'all. Nobody knew who Nick Sirianni was, right? None of us knew who Nick Sirianni was. But when they brought him in, what did the front office do? They gave him all the tools to succeed. And what has happened? Man's been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1 in this short period of time. I don't think it's just because he's a great coach. he can relate with the players, but the front office said, we like you, we believe in you, and we're going to give you all the tools. That's all this front office has to do with Schottenheimer. And I'm telling you, this man is motivated. You don't think he ain't been listening to everybody saying he going to fail? I guarantee you he has. I guarantee you he has listened to everything everybody said he's going to fail. And he went out and purposely said, I'm going to get the right staff because this is my first opportunity and I'm not going to mess it up. Trust what I tell you.
I like it. Let's get to these super chats. But before we do, I didn't tell y'all, so I'm going to tell you now. If you can, we trying to lock down a particular day to try to do, when you can, to jump in on the draft show if you can. Okay, so right now we said Sunday or Thursday if possible. Me and landlord talked about it. We'll move Boss Lane. Yeah, cause see, and we doing it on the DC Universe. If y'all don't remember, DC Universe is so DC Universe is basically where we all got our own avatars, right? And we basically come together to basically just do the work of the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, these people may be isolated. So basically that's what we got coming. We already did a show with Star and Lou. So, and Vach is likely not gonna be a part of it because he's super busy right now, obviously doing the draft content with .com. But it's back, and it's gonna be a way for us to do what we did today: debate out these ideas, debate out these thoughts as we get closer. You know. So, and it's fun. I always like doing that. DC Universe is a dope thing. So let's get to these super chats. You first, Law.
Okay, no doubt, man. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. We got from the Cowboys for Life fan talk for the $9.99. He says, talk to him. Great conversation, fellow. Support Cowboy Nation. PG, Cowboys for Life fan talk. Appreciate you, man. PG, I don't know what that means, but shout out to you, man. Sadiq with the $10 super chat. She says, look, James is moving up.
He got
has
the
a Dallas hat on. Come on with it. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man.
I definitely said that today.
Yeah. And last but not least, DK. This is from Ryan Mitchell. Appreciate you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man, for your support for the nation. And he says DK brings an attitude this offense desperately needs.
True.
So those
That's
are
true.
the super chats. But like they said, it got to be the reality.
You got to be
and
reality.
hopefully I can find the reality stone to get the Cowboys to go get some real good people over here.
So then on my end, Sadiq was said the same thing about big game hat. Like, you know, that's why a show like this is special, because if it wasn't a good day, Big will tell you. We all know that.
Yeah.
That's why today is real.
James.
Like today, because we know Big ain't gonna get no fake optimism. He ain't built like that.
No.
He just ain't.
No.
So if it's good, Big go tell you. If it's bad, he go tell you. So today was really a good day. Jerry and them out here with the black Nike walkers.
Yeah, you got the black, you got the Nike walkers on, man.
It did.
For real.
It did. My boy Montana said, "Am I wrong because I push back on fan favorites?" Nah, you doing what you're supposed to do.
Not at all.
Nah,
Right.
yeah, it's, you know, that's just, you know, Montana. That's one of the main reasons I like you. Actually, is that you don't go with the crowd.
That's my
You
dog.
go with what you really
Don't
see
give a hell.
and what you really think. That's, to me, you one of the few and the special. Those are my super chats as well.
Yeah, he don't like Ashton Genty though. He like, man, he gonna be too small.
I'm cool on him too. I got a couple right quick.
What you mean? What you mean you cool on him? We got to talk about that.
Cool on. I don't need no Genty. I don't need him. Yeah, y'all can make the face all you want. I don't care. You can make it all you want. I'm not dying on the hill for no Genty. No, I'm not. So y'all can look all ugly.
I'm dying on that hill.
You won't see.
You die on that hill.
Because
I ain't dying on that hill. He little.
He's a good back. He's a good back. He's not a great back.
He ain't no generational back.
Hell no.
Man, what's going on with y'all two, man?
He's not a great NFL back. He's a really, really, really good college back that he's gonna get in the league, and I think he's gonna be very productive. But he's not he's not next level to where he's gonna be the solution and be your A back and be an Adrian Peterson type or be a Saquon Barkley type. I don't think he's that guy. I think he's gonna be a really good back. I think he was a great college back, but I don't see in him that he's gonna be that elite number one back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't wait till we do this draft show. Ooh, we got to fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we can definitely fight on that because I'm not jumping on that, especially when I see so many guys in this draft. I don't want a 5'8" guy, okay? I don't want a guy that has 745 carries, okay? That's a lot of carries. That's a lot of work. And especially, like I said, this is one of the deepest class ever. So for you to pigeonhole yourself and say, oh, we're just getting Genty and we ain't doing nothing else. No, I ain't with that because, I mean, Hampton is nice. You got Giddens. You got Henderson. I mean, Jucky, like you got so many backs that can really help your team. And you can double dip this year. Yeah, you can, especially if you turn up in free agency. You can double dip and get two guys. It will be okay.
So you get Genty, and then you go get someone else. Why you don't do that? You get Genty.
I don't want
so curious. All right, so hold on. Because you know what you said. B, how you feel about Genty is how I'm starting to feel about Ted.
Who, McMillan?
From Arizona, receiver.
Now, I will tell you this, boss. I'm afraid because I feel like he's boom or bust.
Mm-hmm.
He's the ultimate boom or bust.
That's what I smell.
That's my only fear. That's my only fear. He's boom or bust. He could be extraordinary in the NFL, or he could be like, oh, hell no.
See, I can't wait till we do this because, see, man, it's going to be some fireworks, boy. When we get in here talking about the draft prospects, I'm with you, bro. What is wrong with them? What is wrong with the OC and Big?
Yeah,
Look, man, I have a lot more commentary.
I don't think he's going to be that. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a lot more commentary about that. I'll say it. I don't want to come across like I'm being negative. You know, I'm not being negative. I'm not coming down on him because I really think he's a really, really good player, okay? I'm not coming down on him. It's just, it's levels to it. And that's what I'll explain ad nauseum when we get into that stuff.
I just want to ask you, though, OC,
just real quick.
How was he able to do what he do, though?
Huh.
Because he's a great college back.
See, I like this.
He's a great college back.
So he's a great college back, and that's it, right? So, or anybody can do what he was doing.
It's getting messy. It's getting messy
I'm saying that he was a great college back on that level. When you step up and you go to the pro level, the speed and the physicality is going to increase by threefold. And that is going to be the variables that's going to cause him not to be what you think he's going to be in the league. He will have flashes, but I don't think he's not going to be the ultra elite number one back. I think he's going to be a good back, and being a good back is not bad. But I'm saying he's not going to be an ultra elite number one back. That's what I'm telling you.
That's subjective.
And I seen Rashawn Salam get over 2,000 yards, and what he do?
Nothing. Nothing.
Y'all remember Rashawn Salam when they was hyping him? He got over 2,000 yards, one of the greatest running backs ever. Rashawn gonna come in there and turn up the league. He
wasn't doing the things that this kid was doing though. And he
got 2,100 rushing yards in college and got the high. So and he got 2,700. What?
20.
I watched the film, Lou. I just watched the film, Lou.
Yeah, I watched the film again.
Yeah, man. When Lou be talking about watch the film, man, don't be coming here like, well.
Yeah, you talking to film watchers, sir. You talking to film watchers.
Say Lou. But he was gangster, Lou. You can't come like that, Lou.
All the games right here.
It'll beat Lou up.
Boy, you dealing with film watchers, Lou.
Lou, man, you alright, Lou.
I love you.
Almost
don't do that.
Hey, man. Say
like,
big
on,
deal,
man.
bro. Big deal.
I did Lou wrong, man.
Hey,
Lou. Truth, man. I'm
because he had a big game against Oregon.
I'm not
supposed to do cartwheels because he had a big game?
A lot of backs have big games, and I'm gonna save some of this ammo, man, for this draft show. It's okay.
Yeah, man, save this ammo because I'm liking this already. Ooh, I'm liking this. Hey, I'm gonna mess y'all up too.
He got great contact balance, but he's just not gonna be.
I figured out an offensive lineman that I'll be cool with at 12.
Okay.
I'll save it though. Booker.
Oh,
I got two or three. I'll be cool with a 12.
For real? Oh man, I can't wait to the show. I can't wait.
I mean,
2 or 3?
if they did that,
You ain't cool with that big? Oh, that's why
I'm not gonna be mad at it. If they got an offensive lineman that was a dog, I won't be mad at it. I'll be disappointed, but I won't be mad at it because you can never get mad at having dog offensive linemen. You can never get mad at that. But I would just be disappointed because of what I'm thinking. But in my opinion, let's really look at trade backing. Let's look at trade backing.
I agree with that. It's that's why I'm like for Booker. Yeah. See, that's why. Let me tell you, that's why I take Booker, the right guard for Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you had Adams. If you had Adams, so your number 2 gone, you ain't got to worry about the number 2. Then you get him. Then you get a running back. Bro,
it all depends on what you do in free agency.
That's right.
To your point, boss.
That's right.
It all depends on what you do in free agency.
Makes the difference. Free agency makes the difference.
Fool around.
Yeah, free agency is gonna make the difference, Cowboys.
And let me just say this one thing right quick. A lot of people dogging what Genty did against Penn State, but people didn't do their homework. Penn State didn't allow a 100-yard rusher all year, all season. And we all knew that when Genty got the ball, he was the only one that was gonna have the ball.
Man, you want to fight some more law?
I'm just pointing that out. Okay, we're gonna leave it alone.
Law like the
fight. That's cool. We knew that. I mean, I agree with you with the Penn State thing. I'm like OC. He does have great contact balance. When you watch him, he has a natural flow of how to follow his blockers. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's rare. Like, you know how to follow your blockers. You get hit, contact balance. But I also seen when some guys hit on one-on-one, he went down easy. I seen that. And I seen it more than once. That when he got hit, he went down. And why? Because you're 5'8", you're little. You are small. Even though you rocked up, you still are small. And then I got to see what that speed is. He got good speed. I need to see what that speed is in the pros because they faster in the NFL than they are in college, okay? And that long speed was questioned because he didn't run at the combine. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna fight you just a little bit. Just a little bit though, because I feel no, hear me on this. I feel you because I don't like it when people don't test. For 12, I don't like it. That's why Ted is pissing me off, be honest. The only pushback I give you slightly big is that there's a lot of game speed tracking on Genty that came out real good. You see what I'm saying? That's the only little pushback I give you. But for the most part, I agree. You got to test. I want to see that test, bro. Especially if you fast. Like what you
supposed to be the guy.
Right.
Because he's scared not to run a good time. That's why he didn't run it.
Because he don't want to drop his stock and lose his money. That's why he was scared. That's why he didn't want to run. Exactly.
And because they were saying as long as you can to get those milliseconds down, because you know that if you go out here and you run a 4.56 and you're not at least a 4.45, you probably not getting drafted.
He ain't no 4.5, bro. I guarantee you that.
No, I'm giving an example, boss. I'm not boss. I'm giving an example. I'm not telling you that he's a 4.5. I'm saying that if he does not run mid 4.4s or better, that's affecting his draft status. And so he's protected against that. So he's going to push it out and run his pro day. That's what I'm telling you. I think that he is a legit 4.4 something, right? He's not a 4.3 guy. He's a 4.4 something.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this fight. Cause see, I can tell. See, my boy Rob gonna come in with some strong. I like this. It's gonna be strong. I'm telling you. Yeah. Hey, no, I guarantee you I can talk you into that guard. I guarantee you that. I guarantee I can talk you to a guard at 12. I'll put it like this. Would you turn down Nelson?
Ooh.
None of us would turn down Nelson at 12.
You don't turn down a Hall of Famer.
Right. And when I'm saying Booker at right guard is that dude. Especially with the absence of Zach Martin. Bro, I would be like, and y'all know I've been shooting big shots against offensive linemen at 12. So for me to do a about face, his film is that. His film is that. I'm not turning down Nelson at 12.
He's a guy in this draft. He may be a one of one, but I'll get there. I'll save that with some other stuff later. But yeah,
that draft show gonna be thrown. I can't wait because we got some good fights to get to. My last topic, this coming from Big again. Big, I'm telling Big, boy, you've been doing the God's work.
I'm gonna let y'all land the plane, boss.
All right, hey, OC, appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Salute.
Appreciate you, OC.
Hey, get your final word before you go.
Yeah, man, just finally, man, I think the Cowboys have made a step in the right direction. How aggressive can they be this next month will determine exactly how this draft should fall. If the Cowboys are aggressive and do what they should do and add additional veteran free agent talent and open up their hearts, aka their wallets, then we are going to be in a really, really, really good spot going into the draft, which is what you want to do so you can pick BPA and fill the rest of the gaps where you can put talent and veteran savvy around that group. So if the Cowboys do that, we're going to be looking real good, man. But we'll see what happens. That's my final word.
Before we go, one more. In 30 seconds, what just happened with Saquon? You did a video about it.
Yeah, I did a video about it, man. I should drop, man. At the end of the day, man, this puts pressure on the Cowboys to solidify the one technique. This puts pressure on the Dallas Cowboys to be good, really, really good at the running back position because you're going to need that to counterbalance the power running attack. This puts pressure on the Cowboys to be better at linebacker than they ever have been in order to be able to slow down this gauntlet now that's turning into a semi-gauntlet that they're going to face with really good teams, including the Washington Redskins in the NFCs.
Love it, man. Good job, OC. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Y'all see how professionally concise he was, man? Just professional as hell.
My dog.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
Saquon
real talk.
does that this next year, though.
You say what now?
I don't think Saquon has that same type of year. I mean, not 2,000 yards, but I don't think he turns up like he did last year. I think that was just one of those things where he came in on the scene, surprised everybody. But I feel like now you got that bullseye on your back. I don't know if you turn up like that again in 2 years in a row. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I want to get to this.
Yes, sir.
I love it. And see, Big, the thing I like about your picks, they realistic. You feel me? Like you not shooting out of mama and daddy's budget. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
you
keeping it real. Your guys are not just kind of Christmas list guys. They are, based on what the Cowboys will do, a flawed former great. It's just like Adams, older, Greenlaw, the Achilles came back, had a minor setback. What's your thoughts?
I mean, Law's been really pushing Dre Greenlaw, so shout out to Law too on the Dre Greenlaw. But I mean, this dude has an attitude. You know what I'm saying? He's got an attitude, and that's what I want, and that's what we need. And you play for San Francisco. Maybe you want to get some get backs. They let you go, or you testing, and now you gonna play him again possibly. You may want to prove something to him, but he has an attitude, and I love Maris, right? Leofow, that boy plays with his hair on fire. So you could get a Dre Greenlaw in there with Maris in there. That feels good right there. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to get a legit dog linebacker. We got one in Maris, but I feel like I want to put somebody with him. You feel me? I want Maris to be free, to be able to do what he wants, So I need to get us a dog right there. And he is somebody you can get. He is affordable. You can't get him.
That's right.
He had an injury. Yeah. That's going to hurt him, because people are going to be worried, are you back? So that's going to knock him on the money. Let's keep it real. You get what I'm saying? Because he's got to prove that he's back. So get that. Because you saw he's a whole year removed now from that. So he should be good coming into this year. So this is the perfect time to snatch a backer like him. And you going to tell me that if you – that's funny. If you
yeah, we trying to get him, homeboy.
Hell yeah, we trying to get him.
George,
you gonna tell me, we talked about excitement. If you got a Dre Greenlaw, Cowboys signed Dre Greenlaw, you ain't gonna tell me there's gonna be excitement in Dallas Cowboy land?
Extreme. And even if they did it to evaluate it, you saying if they did to evaluate Devontae Adams and Greenlaw, you get the whole fan base back, and you didn't even do it expensive. Straight up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll
Right.
get the whole fan base with Adams and Greenlaw. I promise you, we'll be jumping out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though they imperfect, they got flaws, but it's the Cowboys way. And if you truly selectively aggressive, those would be two moves.
I got another move that I would like to say,
What's that?
and it's Javon Kinlaw, right? We
Yeah.
get all of the laws. I like Javon Kinlaw.
He's not going to be a lot of money either, Law.
He's like on the market. He's like 3.4 or something like that. The last I checked on the open market, and then he already had his best season with White Cotton. So I think that continuity and rapport, that would be the perfect match with Mozzie, so that he can rotate in and out, and that would be the prelude to Greenlaw, right? So you can have Javon Kinlaw and then Greenlaw up in the back. They already played with each other in 49ers land, so that could work out too. So let's get that going one way or another, at selectively aggressively speaking.
Exactly. And these are selectively aggressive things, and to a degree it is an arms race, right? We watching what they do, and sometimes you have to counter what they do with moves that, you know, take away what they did. So obviously them making that extension commitment to Saquon should make us make some extension commitment to some guys as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just makes sense. So it's like, you know, let me go ahead and get into my final words. Again, I love how Big started the show. Today was a good day. Are we super satisfied with you, Dallas Cowboys? No. But one thing you can clearly see, that over here at the Final Word, we aim to be very, very fair. When you do the little things that we've been asking you to do, we go give you credit for it. We've been asking you for simple things. Get your guys out the way before August. We've been asking for that. It looked like y'all starting to do it.
I think that's a huge factor in the start of your season, because if you can just get started in September, because September to me is the best opportunity to win games. I personally don't think the quality of football is the best of my coaching career in September. So to me, that from experience, I think there's more opportunities to win. So if you can at least get out the gate and get started, and I think having all your people there in April helps you do that. So, but then boom, here comes the injuries. You know, timing injuries.
And so that's all we've been wanting. We've been wanting y'all to do the football things. Get your guys out the way. Pay Michael first. Pay Osa first. Free up the money for training camp. Now take the next level. Don't be selectively aggressive. Be aggressive. Get on the phone. You should see now that y'all sitting back and doing all this. We wait on the phone to ring. That's not the way. You should see it now. You going ahead and being aggressive to get these deals done. It's actually working for you. Your fans is liking you right now. My boy Big Game James is very positive. You know what I mean? When
wore
he
his
out
hat
there,
today.
dog wore his hat today.
Cowboys gear in 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was simply y'all focusing on football. We not asking for that much. We just want y'all to stop the goofy stuff. But this time going into free agency, really be aggressive. We giving you candidates that fit your shopping style. Devontae Adams, Greenlaw. We know DK don't fit y'all. That would be a great surprise, but we also know that don't fit y'all. You know what I mean? So Cowboys, go ahead and do something so you can get the fans back, so we can actually enjoy this. We don't even mind losing. It's how we losing. We losing because y'all do weird stuff. Y'all do stuff that's just opposite, So the fact that y'all doing it, and like my boy Big say, I'ma just celebrate that today was a good day, man, and I appreciate that, Big. That was a perfect tweet to describe just the simple moves that they've been doing lately, man. A very good day. That's my final word.
Hey, I'm echoing a lot of your sentiments, boss, like 100%. I think, like I said, if you guys swung on some of these guys and it missed, I ain't going to be mad because you swung and tried. Like, that doesn't bother me if you're trying and you putting forth the effort. If it doesn't work, I'm okay with that.
That's
because I'll look back and say you tried. You tried to do it, and I'm cool with that. I really think this organization needs to go back to acting like they just purchased this organization.
Yes.
Y'all need to have that hunger, like y'all ain't won nothing. That's the hunger y'all need to have. Like y'all never won a Super Bowl. Because if y'all have that hunger, it'll change everything. Because y'all have the power to change this. Once again, there is nobody pushing y'all. There's nobody, you have no threats of your jobs being gone. You can stay in power for as long as you want. So if that's the case, why not let's go and do this thing.
Let's do it.
I mean, you did it before and that's how you won.
That's right.
You're going to have to go back to that. Cowboys and the Joneses, y'all going to have to do it. Y'all have to get with the times, and y'all know better. I feel like y'all know better too.
That's
y'all know better, but y'all want to stay kind of like in the air of arrogance. Y'all need to put that arrogance down, have that humbleness, and say, look, we're being passed up. We need to do something. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And if you can get that, like we said, you'll make Cowboy. We ain't asking for much, Cowboy Joneses. We ain't asking for much. We really ain't.
We just want you to be football people.
We just want y'all football people and do football things. You know how quick these fans love the Cowboys.
That's right.
You know that. We all know that.
Woo.
All y'all have to do is a little bit, and we jump right back on it. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
You only have to do just a little bit, and we jump right back on it because that's how much we love this.
That's right.
So Cowboys, front office, y'all started something positive. Don't stop now. Don't stop where you just started. You got us feeling good in Cowboys Nation. A lot of people are like, hey, we ain't seen this. Now, if y'all watching this, and I know y'all watch Twitter, now say, let's gain on this momentum. Let's help our coach out. Let's make him great. Because in my opinion, if you put everything in your effort to make Schottenheimer great, you're going to be surprised at what he's going to do. And that's my final word.
Love it.
Yeah, great final word.
Pay Micah now. And let me, I gotta hit this real quick for Big though, man. He killed it on the.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game, James.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
Good final word, bro.
Right, indeed, man. We got another super chat from Cowboys fan for life, man. Appreciate you. He says, add Dre Greenlaw, Puna Ford, cornerback Zaire Alexander, and DK Metcalf. Support Cowboys for life, fan talk, PG. God bless family, man. Appreciate you, man. Yes, man. Shoot, you had those weapons. Those are weapons. And somebody also reached out and said, Nick Bolton. What are y'all thoughts? I know it's final words, but what's y'all thoughts on him? He's out there.
No rush.
His market value is $12 million. He's only 24. How is he so young?
Yeah, he's young. He's been in the league forever.
He got two rings. Bro? He's 2 rings. Right. And his body ain't still developing. It's still developing, I meant to say. Yeah, it's crazy. What's your thoughts on that, though, Nick?
I like Nick Bolton. You know what I'm saying? He's solid contributor. You got championship pedigree. I'm with all that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the leadership is the key. That's another leader in the locker room. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to continue to do. And you know, just the quick thing on it. I just want to tell y'all, man. I don't know. Maybe I am drinking the Kool-Aid on Schottenheimer. Now I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on anything else, but I ain't gonna lie. I am drinking Kool-Aid on this man right here because I just feel like his infectious attitude. He's really gonna change this culture. I really believe it. I feel like those 25 years, this was his time, and he felt like this is my time, and I'm not gonna squander it. And I feel like he's gonna put every effort to be great. And he wants this team to be great. He wants this locker room to be great. And I just feel like he's going to be a good coach in Dallas. And I just please hope the front office does all the tools, because if they do, I'm telling you, we're going to be really excited about Brian Schottenheimer. I'm just my opinion. Just what I feel. You know what I feel, boss.
Oh, yeah.
I don't be feeling just funny things.
Yeah, I was going to echo you on that and say, like, when Big give those type of feelings, I take it serious because his track record is real good on gut instincts. Like, I've been really listening to Big for years, and you know, I don't go with that fast. You got to earn that from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to see you get it right a lot before I start. So now
at least 40 times.
Yeah, like the Big, you be batting, your batting average on your gut is good. You predicted the downturn on the season. You predicted the upturn of the season. You was right on a lot of things that you said, like very good. So, and if anybody been watching Big, you should take him serious when he's being to come across as optimistic, because he's not gonna do that. He just don't do that. He's not an ass kisser. That's the best way I can say it. He's not a sycophant. If he really sees it, he's gonna say it. If he and if he don't see it, he gonna say, "I don't give a hell, dog." So I just appreciate.
I like Schottenheimer, dog. I don't
no.
know. I like him.
I just don't want Jerry and them to get in his way. That difference is still kind of bothering me. That difference thing. I don't think that difference battle is over. I'm gonna be honest. I think we gonna have to have his back. So when we see the influence, when we see them influence, we got a campaign ready to go. It's called Let Brian Cook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we ain't talking about that yet, because that's gonna happen during the season. But right now we on that 877 pay Micah now, because that's
pay him now.
Right. Pay him now, because that's gonna let everybody know how really serious y'all. If y'all get Micah done, I promise you the final word is gonna have y'all back 100%. Jerry and Stevie. Yes. We gonna be the few people that's gonna come in here and say, listen, y'all, they have not done this. They usually get these things done in August. They're trying to change. Be open to it. I didn't mean to get into your final word, Law.
No.
My bad too, Law. I apologize.
Man, y'all good, man, because Sadiq just made another super chat, and she says, Law, I think Jerry and them is trying to bring back Dallas fans.
They are.
See how the separation's been, basically.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been the great divide, like the ice cream, which is pretty good, by the way. But we've been divided on the Dallas Cowboys. And we divided before we get into this draft. And what I'm hoping and what I want the Cowboys to do is to make sure they put something on their stomach before we go grocery shopping in this draft. So I agree with all of y'all touch and points on the free agent guys. If we do those small little things, then the Cowboys are heading into the right direction, things that we haven't done or seen in many a moon. So hopefully the Cowboys front office, seeing the aspect of how happy we are to this degree, that they can really put the cherry on the top, and we can be even more happier. But now we're looking for the results, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
And that will be to pay Micah Parsons now. You know. Yes, indeed. So when we see those restructurings, that's them calling JG Whitworth, right? 877 Micah now, and we need cash now. Come on with it.
That's the campaign, y'all.
That's a great commercial.
Yeah. And then this will also let everybody know that our voices matter. Like all of us are very serious about this. We never talk about who come up with these campaigns, because it's about the campaign, not the person who came up with it. You know,
right?
And I love everybody that's behind it. People don't even know who behind these campaigns. That's what I love. Yeah. It's about because I love how all of us are moving like offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not about the glory. It's about getting the job done. The offensive linemen do all the work. The receivers and running backs get all the credit, and the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, Law, did you really get your full final word, or did we finished?
Oh man, man, that was it, man.
That was it.
Yeah. Pay Michael Parsons now, you know, and then start working on Tyler Smith and the Ron Bland contract. It don't ever stops, you know.
You can be early. Thank you, Law. See, very good. Way to finish.
Early.
Nothing wrong with being early, man. Great final word, man. As usual, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's get it, man. To another season.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember,
hey, I'm gonna be hitting y'all up on the draft times too.
But the best. Let's go.
Cause you can see we got some stuff we gotta debate through. All of us, we gotta debate through this stuff.
Aston Denty,
man.
Hell no.
Wait! I respect it though, Big. I respect it. I do.
I don't respect this on that.
My boy said I don't respect nothing.
I don't respect nothing. I want the big game.
Hey, talk that talk, Law. Hey,
Come on,
Law said,
let's-
all respect.
Let's tight the game. Come on.
I'm gonna be following his career. I'll tell you what, if Dallas don't get him, I'm following that career, and I will throw it in y'all's face if he does nothing.
Well, hey, we also can say this big because you know you dealing with the savants when you dealing with me and Law. You can't throw that in our face because you know, what happens to you is also sometimes a result of where you fall. Because we know Saquon wouldn't have had that return of his career without going to the best offensive line. You can't do us like that, dog.
And Bijan Robinson, he's good, but you know Jahmyr Gibbs is better right now because he's on a better team.
That's right.
Right.
So,
But
yeah,
if we gave Jahmyr Gibbs the bell cow, he wouldn't be that back.
True that. I like splitting it with Jahmyr. That's why I want to double dip. We gonna get DJ Giddens, baby.
That's why I want to double dip as well. Trevion Henderson, baby.
Man, I think you like hit. Hey, you right about him too, big. When we do this again, we got to talk about Tet. We gonna go deep in that, all right?
Yeah.
Trey